We have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Round 25 NPL action brings South Melbourne out here to Avondale to take on Avondale FC, a newly promoted side in 2015 who've been pretty good so far this season, John. Although they don't have finals left to play for, they'll still be a tough opponent.
Yeah, David, they'll be looking to finish the season off strongly. Avondale have done very well in their first season in the top division of Victorian football. They've survived relegation and really they don't have much to play for the remaining rounds in the season. However, I'm sure they're going to give it a real good go against South Melbourne today. Of course, South Melbourne only prevailing 1-0 at Lakeside Stadium earlier this year.
Hutsy Costa standing over it. Looks for the tall timber. Goes up looking for Adams. Goes through, deflected, and that's gone in. It's 1-0 South Melbourne. It looks to be an own goal. It was looking for Luke Adams, the cross, when it first went in. But I think it was the last touch off Jeffrey Fleming, and Maynard couldn't keep it out. A bizarre first goal, John, but South have the lead.
Well, a fortunate goal for South here, David. We'll see here the in-swinging ball from the free kick from Hutsy Costa. So it looked like Luke Adams was going to head it on. Unfortunately for Jeffrey Fleming, he didn't, and it caught him off guard, deflected off him, and Chris Maynard, former South goalkeeper from last year, he got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. We'll see there, massive deflection of Fleming, Maynard with the hand to it, and it comes off the far post and into the back of the net. Shocking goal for Avondale to concede, but a good one for South.
Quick throw from Munoz going in, the bicycle kick, nothing doing, but it sits for Murdocha. And Mas Murdocha, the former South man, knows how to score a goal, but not that time. Lujic goes quickly, nothing doing, Murdocha flicks on. Avondale wants something on the counter-attack. Hutsy Costas can't hold it, Murdocha has it again. Goes left, ball bobbles up. Sanders with an opportunity at the far side. Sanders, good save for Rukanovic. He charges that one down well. In fact, he's deflected it back into the striker, John, for a goal kick.
It's the former Southman from the old NSL days in Massimo Murdocha playing that through ball. As you said, David, it bobbled up. It's gone there for Sanders. Takes the touch. Rukanovic rushing out, makes a good block. And in fact, it goes out for a goal kick because it deflects back off Sanders and out.
Timmy Marler goes up towards the corner. Monopolis can't hold it, but sits for Theodore, and Matty Theodore keeping that shot low and dangerous, but across the face. Quick ball played in. Francesco Stella, as he's got nice footwork, leaves that one out wide, going in for the cross. Fleming leaves it, has another crack. Fleming shot, charge down, goes left this time again for Sanders, and a save by Rukanovic. Got his body behind it nicely and protects the 1-0 lead.
Two former Green Gully stars, David, are combining here, almost scoring for the home side Avondale, but in the end again Rukanovic makes a good save.
Fleming goes low up the left, but cut off by Marler. And Monopolis looks to work it away. Theodore back inside, advantage paid. Monopolis flicks it across the left, good ball. Epifano the opportunity, waits for support. Epifano right foot, flicks in for Bradley Norton. That ball's bobbled up and it's turned into the back post for a goal. South Melbourne 2-0. Milos Lujic scoots away, he's claiming that one. It was a bobbling, awful ball there for Chris Maynard. I just don't know what quite happened there, John, but the goal will stand. South Melbourne 2-0.
Well, let's have a look, Dave. I'm pretty sure it came off Milos Lujic, although some might say it might be another own goal. We'll see there Epifano playing in Norton. Norton fires a cross goal. Maynard really should have done a lot better there. And eventually Milos Lujic at the back post as well as Fleming, in the ball goes off one of them and into the back of the net. We'll probably see the best angle from here behind the goals. The cross there from Norton, like I said, it's not Maynard's finest work, and you'll see there that at the back post Lujic is the one who gets the last touch and smashes that into the back of the net. It's 2-0 for South Melbourne here.
That ball quickly played to Stella. Can't find anything he likes, and well done there by Lee Monopolis. Keeps that ball alive and looks for options. Goes to Epifano. Epifano back across Bradley Norton, charging forward, steaming through Bradley Norton, and gets a little bit overexcited that time and finds the top of the canteen. Ball played up the left, only as far as Marler, who pumps it high on the right. Ball up for a long time, and Milos Lujic standing his ground, dragged down. The referee blows. It's a free kick. Well, Milos Lujic not happy with that decision. He feels he's gone down inside the area, John. That was very, very close.
Tight call, David. He's done well, Milos Lujic, after that high ball and long ball from Tim Muller, just to get past Crazier there. And a bit of shirt grabbing there, and I think the foul has occurred just outside the area before Milos Lujic tumbles into the box. Free kick is paid to South.
And standing over at Madoka and Stella. Stella, dummy runs. Now Madoka on the right foot. Gets the height right, but the angle wrong. Throw, very effective, and there's a lot of space on the left there. South Melbourne streaming forward in numbers. Now ball played inside, Theodore for Lujic, out wide, no, it's bobbled back the other way towards Jawadi. And Nicky Jawadi had an opportunity, had a side at goal there, but couldn't keep his shot down. Monopolis keeps his feet, Epifano cuts inside, can't keep possession that time, and Avondale look to clear it away, putting themselves under a little bit of pressure, but they'll go back to Maynard and he can mop things up. Oh no, the clearance by Maynard, it's a howler. Icky Jawadi plays it inside, Epifano to Lujic, and there's number 3, and surely that's the goal that gives South Melbourne the 3 points here. Avondale will be gutted after that. Poor Chris Maynard. We know he's a quality keeper, John, a championship keeper at South, but he's having a day to forget here.
He's not having the best of days, David, and it's rare that we say that for former South players when they come up against us. Yeah, very scuffed clearance there, which falls to Icky Jawadi. South players streaming forward, as you can see there from the vision, and Icky Jawadi gets past one, plays off Epifano, and he just crosses it back for Milos Lujic with an easy tap in. And if Milos Lujic didn't get to it, there was Matty Theodore as well in the penalty spot to tap it in. So it's a poor goal for Avondale to concede. Let's see here. Again, Epifano crossing it there for Milos Lujic, an easy tap in for his second goal of the afternoon, and he'll be looking for a hat-trick as well this afternoon, David, and he's on 49 goals for South.
Ball bobbling around, it might sit up here. Oh, in fact, Epifano, nice bit of defensive pressure there and a good clearance as well. And Monopolis, ever dangerous, it's worked hard today. Might keep that one alive. Oh, done well. He keeps his feet, Lee Monopolis. Chance to play someone. He's got Milos in the middle. Goes across, good save, Maynard. And Munoz will eventually get this one away and try to start something on the counter-attack. But he's run straight into Epifano. Epifano keeps it up there. Chance for Jawadi, and it's gone through, and it's number 4. And South have gone bang, bang in quick succession in this second half. Icky Jawadi from outside the box. He hit it. It was dipping. Poor old Chris Maynard just didn't read the bounce, and it's gone straight through him.
Yeah, looked like Avondale were going to clear here with Munoz, again a former South player, but he ran into trouble there. Jawadi dispossessing him and eventually receiving the ball back from Epifano, and Icky just going for a shot from outside the box. And I don't think that bobbled, David. I think it was just a very... I don't know what Maynard was thinking, to be honest with you. It's not his finest moment again. He's having a bit of a shocker here today, unfortunately. You see there, just bounces in front of him and then just goes over him and into the back of the net. That's Jawadi's 6th goal of the season and South's 4th here today.
Well, they haven't got a lot to play for now, Avondale. Starting to be a very ordinary day for them. Matty Theodore puts that one out wide, but it should be easily dealt with by Munoz that time. Looks for support. Now Munoz again. He's run himself into trouble again here, Munoz. And it's opened up now for Epifano, and there's number 5. And South Melbourne are having a day to remember here at Avondale. In quick succession, they've scored 3 goals in this second half, John, and they're turning on the style, the entertainment for their fans.
It's another mistake here from Munoz. That's the second time in a few minutes, David. He's turned into trouble there. Milos Lujic getting in the way, putting through Epifano, and as Maynard stands on his spot there, gives Epifano time just to pick where he wants to put the ball, and he tucks it into the back of the net for South's 5th of the afternoon and Epifano's 1st of the afternoon. You'll see from the replay, Epifano through on goal there, and he picks his spot before just neatly tucking it past Maynard, and that's number 5 for South.
Ball kept alive, but Timmy Marler hasn't looked troubled all day today. Gives that one off to Monopolis, who, well, he wins it back, Monopolis. Great second effort, and ball put forward there for Icky Jawadi, and they might be on for number 6, South Melbourne. Ball played across to Epifano. Has a look, Epifano with the shot, and gloved by that time by Maynard. Dealing with that one easily enough. It's Madoka and Stella standing it over again. This time Madoka, kept out by Raganovic, a nice save there by the South custodian, and the ball eventually out for a corner. It's
a nice free kick from Madoka. I think it was going just wide, but we'll see from the replay. Either way, it was a good save from Raganovic. Yeah, I think probably just going wide, but the keeper had to make sure of it regardless.
And Lee Monopolis making his way to the bench. He's had a good day today. On comes Chris Irwin against his old side. Hatzi Costas leaves at that time for Theodore. Theodore up against Fleming. Bit of a mismatch in size there, and Avondale will come away with it. Ball played forward there. Should be dealt with, but it's not. Ball kept alive across the face, and Bradley Norton will see it wide. Good coverage there by Bradley Norton. Miscommunication by Adams and Reganovic. And Matt Theodore comes to the bench. On comes David Sturton to play out the last few minutes of the game. And the final substitution, Nick Epifano makes his way to the bench. On comes young Andy Kachojevic. Ball still open up the left. A chance to get something out of the game here for Avondale. Stella charges, but he can't reach it. And the clearance is affected in the end. Nice work there by Sturton. Uses his body. Plays a good ball, opens up there for Chris Irwin. Opportunity to put the ball into Lujic. He goes inside, nice ball from Milos Lujic. He's missed it, but in comes Kachojevic for number 6 at the far post. And South Melbourne, a beautiful move. It was the 3 substitute players, John, that combined for that goal. Milos Lujic unfortunately misses his hat-trick opportunity, but Kachojevic pops up to score a nice goal.
You called it really well, David. All 3 subs who have just come on have combined for this goal. David Sturton started things off. Lovely defence-splitting ball down this near side for Chris Irwin. He's a left footer, but with the right foot, he crosses that to Milos Lujic. Nice ball. It's not his finest moment. Milos Lujic will let him off today, though, because you have Kachojevic at the back post, the substitute who's just come on just a minute earlier, who tucks that past Maynard's near post. We'll see from behind the goals a better angle. Nice centering ball from Irwin. Milos Lujic missing that one, but fortunately for Lujic, there's Kachojevic just to tidy things up, and he slips that past Maynard's near post, off the post, and into the back of the net for 6-0.
Well, they've come away here, Avondale. They've got to try and just fight out the last few minutes, but that's not what you want to see. Irwin just takes it off his opponent there, and that's a foul there against Principato, and he's in trouble. He's already on a yellow. He's going to have a second now, and he's off, and a bad day keeps getting worse and worse for Avondale. Jason Principato makes his way into the tunnels, into the dressing rooms. He has been sent off. Ball played high up the field. Easily dealt with by the South skipper, and Madoka can't reach that one in the air. Milos Lujic, nice flick on there. Good chance for Sturton. He's through one-on-one here. Sturton goes through, he's brought down. It's a penalty. No hesitation from the referee. Points straight at the spot, and it's going to be trouble again for Avondale. It's going to be a second red card, this time for Falone. Well, I don't know what you can say for Avondale here. They really are having a horrible day, John.
They really are, David. It really has fallen apart for them this second half. A nice through ball from Milos Lujic here for Sturton. Sturton shaping up to shoot, and there's Falone that just probably say a professional foul, David. But unfortunately for him, he's the last man, and he gets his marching orders.
Well, up steps Milos Lujic for the hat-trick, and he nails it, and South have a 7-0 lead. Deep into stoppage time, their biggest league win of the season coming here, John. A wonderful day for them. For Avondale, a very forgettable one. Milos Lujic putting those penalty demons to bed with an absolute rocket.
A very nice penalty, David. Tucks it away, sends Maynard the wrong way, and also picks up his first hat-trick of the season and his 50th goal for South Melbourne across all competitions in under 2 years, David. Fantastic return for our striker. And as the full-time whistle goes, South has confirmed a 7-0 win and keeps them well and truly on the hunt for the minor premiership. You'll see there, nice penalty. Paul Maynard, he's been sent the wrong way. He hasn't had the best of days, like we've said many times in the commentary, David. But he can't do much to stop this one. And South go on to win 7-0.
Yeah, we didn't predict this when we came here today, John. We thought it was going to be a tough challenge against Avondale. They've been good this season. They've had a forgettable one here today, but an important win for South Melbourne, building up their goal difference going into the final couple of games of the season. This week's Fix Hellespear Man of the Match award goes to the hat-trick hero, Milos Lujic. I've got the hat-trick hero here with me, Milos Lujic. Made a fantastic day for yourself. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good to finally get the hat-trick. It was a really good win for us, a really important win, and to get that goal difference and that buffer between us and Bentley, so we're really happy with the win. We knew it's going to be scrappy out there, and we said, it's not going to be about skill, it's going to be about hard work and dedication. And I think today we really pulled our sleeves up and worked really hard to get the points.
And it just goes to show with that hard work and dedication how many goals you can create from pressure. Good balls into the area, closing down defenders. It just shows how many goals came directly from turnovers or pressure.
Yeah, CT had a pretty good tactic for the game. We knew we had to squeeze them really high and they'll give the ball away, and that's exactly what happened. And we were fortunate enough to score off those half chances, and everyone's played their part this year, and hopefully we can go all the way and win another championship back-to-back.
Got Lee Monopoulos here with me, and Lee, fair to say the team would be pretty happy with a win like that, but it wasn't always easy, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was obviously a tricky place to come, and we knew that. I think we prepared really, really well for this game. We're in a great mindset at the moment, and then getting an easy goal early probably settled things, and really had to adjust your game and just knock along, and it probably didn't suit some of our players who are obviously very skillful on the ball. But we just had to do what we had to do, and then they sort of collapsed a bit in the second half, and the goal difference is big at the moment, so we'll take it.
Let's talk about goal difference, because it means that if we win Wednesday night, we go on top regardless of, we go on top on goal difference going into the last day. So all of a sudden, not just one, but 2 huge games in the next 7 days. Yeah,
correct. It's in our hands. 2 games to go. I think I said it, the same thing last year. If you take this at the start of the year, of course you're wrapped. The chance to win the league, and it's all up to you. Again, we're just after the 3 points. And then last game of the year, what better way to do it?
Absolutely right, and of course fitness and availability important as well. Obviously you'd expect CT might be rotating a few positions around between Wednesday and or Sunday.
Look, I think everyone's fit and healthy, so good time of the year to get it right, and I think we've clicked really over the last few weeks. So it's going well. I think we've got a healthy squad to choose from, and that's his job. He's got the hot seat, so look, everyone will put their hand up and we'll see what happens.
Got Chris Taylor here with me, and Chris, fair to say 7-0 is probably about as good a result as we could have hoped for today.
Oh, look, probably a lot better than what we expected to. It was a hard ground to play on. We played percentage right through the game, and that was probably the difference. Probably had a little bit of fortune in 1 or 2 of the goals, but at the end of the day, it helps our goal difference. It was like an extra point to us. Just got to keep winning.
With a couple of games left to go, squad rotation or selection will be a very key focus for you. It must be a difficult position to be in, knowing that you've got good players on the bench. You've got 2 games to go in the last few days. So is it a bit of a headache for you?
Well, it's a headache, but it's a good headache to have. But, as for saying that, that's the first time we've had the same team on the ground three games in a row, and that's made a big difference to us. The consistency's been there, the understanding between the players has been there, so we're up for the challenge, and with a week to go, we've still got a chance of winning it, which 4 or 5 weeks ago people would have dismissed that. So it's great. You show a character from not just the players, the club as a whole, and we still believe in what we're doing.